Tonight on Reverend Jess sits down and has a conversation with someone who did something in regards to something that Reverend Jess has a mild interest in. Reverend Jess sits down with the good old Aqua Sloth to talk about that big fancy Dark Souls video he done dropped. He sits down and talks to Aqua Sloth about all types of things like the origin of the name Aqua Sloth, COVID-19, Jackass, Marry Fuck Kill with Gwen, the Bed of Chaos, and Gravelord Nito, and all types of fun conversational topics over this here hour and 45 minutes. So sit down, grab yourself a snack, put them earbuds on, slap your grandma, and take a listen. I'm a poor execution of a Trace Adkins impression, and you're listening to Reverend Jess Podcast with No Name. Greetings, salutations. My name is Reverend Jess, and I am a podcaster. So, yeah, exciting. Not many of those hanging around, but either way. Welcome to the pilot episode of the unnamed Reverend Jess Talks to People that he thinks are interesting podcast. That is a long title. That's probably not the actual title, but it's neither here nor there. Recently, I came across a video called Beating Dark Souls the way FromSoftware intended by a man known as Aqua Sloth. So I decided to sit down, have an interview with him, because this video blew the fuck up. And let me tell you, not your typical channel that you would expect to see a viral video from. It's a very small channel. But he's on the rise now thanks to this amazing video that he did. And I wanted to talk to him about it. Now keep in mind, we recorded through Discord. So there might be some issues with audio at some points. I'm going to do my best to cut around it, but you might end up with a little bit of a static in there or a little bit of a missed word or something. Bear with it, because I am a cheap bastard who has a very, very crappy laptop. So I hope you enjoy the interview. If you're here from Hunter's channel, I want to say welcome. Happy to have you, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Interview starting now. All right, so obviously I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, the amazing, what is it, 1.5 thousand subscriber channel?
3.6.
3.6 now. Fuck yeah, dude. You're coming up in the world. The gentleman known as the Aqua Sloth. We're going to be sitting here having a little conversation on the exciting new show, Reverend Jess Talks to People, that he has an interest in. So first off, I got to ask you, where did the name Aqua Sloth come from?
Oh, a classic. I'm glad that I actually have an answer for this, and it's not just like, oh, I thought of it when I was 10 and it just stuck.
The moist critical argument.
Yeah, Penguin Zero.
Yeah.
He's like, I like penguins.
Yeah, I like penguins, and penguins was taken, so.
So it's Penguin Zero with the Z. No, so the timeline is odd. I can't really remember exactly, but it was whenever Man of Steel came out in theaters.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, I went with my brother and a bunch of his friends, and they're super into comic books and stuff, which I'm not super into them. I think it's interesting, but I've just never had the time to sink into it.
For sure.
So on the way home from seeing Man of Steel, we were discussing what our superhero names would be, or powers or whatever, and I can't remember what everyone else's was, but I was notorious in school for just walking really fucking slow, through the hall. People would just get really pissy when they'd walk behind me because I was just cruising at my own pace. And then I also have this condition that I feel weird calling it a condition, because I feel it's people think that's a serious thing, but I have hyperhidrosis,
okay,
which is just overly active sweat glands. So my hands are just constantly covered in sweat.
Nice.
But so then, yeah, and that was also a well-known thing. So walking slow and sweaty hands equated to being the Aqua Sloth. And so it just kind of stuck.
So you in high school, you're just pimping down the hallway, just leaving a trail of just sweat.
Just slugging the hallways, man.
And it was like a long trail, but it took a long time to get to be a long trail.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
and
it,
the
though.
name didn't really. I never really used it on anything. I think the first thing I changed was my Xbox, my gamer tag, like on the 360.
What was
I
it?
think
What
I
was your
changed that.
first one? What was your first gamer tag?
Oh man, I had many iterations. The first one I can remember was nuns with M16s.
Okay.
I have no idea where we came up with that. It was like me and my brother played like COD all the time and like Halo. But nuns with M16s was like my first one. That was you get like the month free trial of Xbox Live.
Yeah.
So I would use it for the month and then I'd have to go make a new one. So I think the longest running one I had, the longest running couple I had Duke Nukem 64 for a while.
Okay.
Which people really got a kick out of that. I don't know why. It was literally just the name of the game.
Well, yeah, honestly, like you were just killed by a cartridge.
Yeah, and I never played the game. I was like 10 when I made it, and never fucking touched the game. And then the one I had for years that I ended up changing to, I think my old one was Mr. Aqua Sloth because Aqua Sloth was taken, similar to Critical.
Yeah.
The one before that I changed was. This was in the era where I thought Chuck Norris jokes were the funniest thing to exist.
Dude, it's okay. We were all there once.
I think we all were on the same page.
And then we found out like he was like a staunch like anti-gay Republican, and it was just like, feels a little iffy.
Yeah. It was one of those things where like, damn, that's kind of a bummer.
Even if you are, even if you are yourself like an anti-gay Republican, even then you're just like, I probably shouldn't associate with that guy. You know what I mean?
No, right, exactly. You're like, damn, he's kind of doing not good stuff these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, my gamer tag before that was Chuck Norris 777, but I spelled Norris wrong. Noris.
Chuck Nor is.
Nor is. A weird story is. So mine was Chuck Norris 777. I met a dude in Halo Reach named Chuck Norris 717, and his was also spelled wrong.
Dude, because the original Chuck Norris was taken. It was too powerful.
Yeah, we had to make do with what we had.
That's pretty great, man.
Yeah,
so,
and then the Man of Steel thing happened, and I changed it to Mr. Aqua Sloth, and then I got tired of saying Mr., so I just was like, I need to knock this off.
You're like,
So,
we don't need to
Aqua
keep
Sloth.
it formal.
Exactly. Yeah, just call me Sloth.
My friends call me Aqua. Oh shit, that's really good. All right, so
Thank you.
in your streaming, bio, and then in the video, your welcome newcomers video, you said that your name was Hunter. Your brown hair, black shoes. What brand are the black shoes?
Oh man, Vans till I die.
Right. So what are you rocking? Are you rocking Skate Highs or?
I got Skate Highs. I actually just got some Authentics, which I've really been rocking.
Very nice. Very nice.
But the Skate Highs are a staple.
I just got a fucking pair off of Mercari for like 12 bones. Like someone.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, a fucking pair of grays and like just the low top, sort of like the old school, but without the checkerboards. I forget what they're called, but I don't know, man. It's weird because it's like I'm not used to wearing gray shoes. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like my regular dressing style does not cater towards a gray shoe, but I'm just rocking it.
No, I feel that. I feel that. I want to wear like funky color shoes,
right?
But it just I don't want to have to coordinate my shoes with the rest of my outfit. I just want to throw the fucking things on and go.
What I just started doing is I just bought Roosevelt shirts, like the fucking licensed, like they're sort of like Hawaiian shirts, but they always have like cool shit on them, like The Rock or Rick and Morty shit, you know. And
I'm not familiar.
Just check them out; they're pretty good. You know, they're not sponsoring this podcast, so fuck them. But you know, but yeah, they're really good. But they always have like a lot of colors on there, so I was just like, all right, well, that's my color, but I'm not gonna worry about fucking like coordinate my shoes. So I'm just trying to go with it because I paid $12 for them, and I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking
that's fair.
Put these things to waste, you know.
Yeah. I rocked a pair of I don't know if you're familiar with the brand Audio.
Fuck yeah, dude. Bam Margera, dude fucking haggard ass Don Vito.
Holy shit. That was a weirdly good impression.
Dude, I've put in so much work, man. I know I sent you a little portfolio of the shit that I've done, but I used to do a podcast called The Church Absurd, and one of the keep in mind, you said it yourself in your old videos. You used to be an edgelord.
Yeah.
Church Absurd was the edgelord podcast. Like literally, like we would purposely like just make the most offensive, fucking ridiculous shit. Like it was like if Anal Cunt was a fucking podcast, you know. But the one of the bits that we did was we would find shit that was like true crime related. So like we would find like Ed Gein's or Elliot Rodgers' manifesto, or like fucking the Toy Box Killer tape manuscript, and I would read it in different impressions. And
God.
And keep in mind, like I'm no Frank Caliendo up in this bitch. You know what I mean? I'm just a standard fat man who knows how to make a few voices.
I'm just a dude.
But the one of the ones I constantly did was Bam Margera. I just had a lot of fun doing it because like I grew up watching the Jackass movies and like had the whole series of Viva La Bam on DVD, all that shit. So
yeah, man.
You pick it up as you go along, and plus, every single fucking Jackass bit that he ever did always started the same way. He's just like, dude, this is gonna be so fucking haggard. Like it never fails. Never fails. But yeah, I fucking remember the audio shoes for sure. I never owned a pair, but I definitely saw a lot of advertisements in Tony Hawk games for them.
Yeah. I don't know why that was like the Tony Hawk brand. I found a pair at Goodwill many years ago, and I wore them till like the sole was disconnecting from the shoe, but they were like $7 or something. I was like, these are fucking sick,
dude. Like honestly, man, that's a fucking come up right there, man. You're Macklemore in this bitch right here. Oh shit,
I fucking love Jackass.
Yeah, dude.
Not to just derail, I could talk about Jackass for the rest of the fucking podcast,
brother. If you listen to Fickle Fanboy, derailing is something that is not only encouraged but guaranteed to happen. But yeah, obviously you don't know jack shit about me because I'm just a fucking dude that hit you up on YouTube asking for an interview. But I have an entire wall in my house that's just movies. And
yeah,
I'm an avid movie collector. I'm on the path. I've definitely already eclipsed 1,000 DVDs, but I'm working on getting 1,000 individual films because I have multiple copies of a couple of them just because like The Warriors has the DVD that's the theatrical version and then the DVD that is the ultimate director's cut. You know what I mean?
Right. So and also like steel books and like Blu-rays and shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. Or like, for example, like I have the complete Star Wars on Blu-ray, but I also have three I have individual copies of these limited edition versions that had fucking the theatrical on DVD, the theatrical version. So shit like that happens, but I'm constantly fucking getting movies, but I have every single fucking Jackass DVD that there is because it is literally my fucking childhood in carton. You know what I mean? Like
it is
so good.
It's so good. I think it's also like I feel like freak going so like in depth with it, but like on the surface level, because I remember watching it like with my like stepdad, who's just like he's just an old time dude. Just it doesn't seem like Jackass would be his thing, like an old military guy.
Yeah. My dad always called it gay. He was just like, "You're watching that, you're gay." Like this is the gayest shit.
Touching each other's balls.
Why do you want to see? Why do you want to see a dude put a firecracker in his dick? I don't know what.
No, literally.
Like, why are you trying to look at dick, son?
To his cock. Like, oh, they're like, fucking Steve-O's crazy and shit. But then like the older I got and like the more I feel like it's almost like you see the different layers that go into it. And granted, I've watched many like behind the scenes documentary type shit.
For sure.
Like every like podcast with Spike Jonze I could find I watched, or the Epically Latered.
Oh yeah,
sick.
definitely.
And so like seeing the layers behind it of like it's literally just like a bunch of fucking crazy dudes that are all friends, and it's all I don't know. There's like a weird magic behind it, and I think it's genuinely one of the best pieces of film that in existence.
And I would have to agree with that. And I think with the latest one, by bringing like the new blood into it, it only brought it it only made it better. Like the fucking the new heavyset guy Zach, Like that,
Zach, yeah.
that fucking dude. You want to talk about someone just going for it? Like,
Yeah.
that dude fucking, he showed up. You know what I mean? Like, he was like,
Yeah.
I'm here to do some fucking business. And if they want to do like Jackass 5, Jackass 6, with like Johnny Knoxville doesn't have to do another fucking thing in his life. He's done enough.
Yeah.
But like he could just hang out on set and fucking cattle prod people. I'm still there to watch it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still there to fucking watch it. I would, like, honestly, dude, like, if they wanted to do a movie where, like, none of the old guys, like, did stuff and it was just the new, I'd still fucking watch it. You know what I mean? Because it's, like,
Absolutely.
It's not like the Dudesons or anything like that where it's just, like the Jackass crew isn't involved. This is, like, a situation where the younger generation is, like, sort of endorsed by the old guys. So I feel like it works a little bit better. So I'm gonna loop us back around to another question here.
Yeah, man.
What was the first game that you feel like you really, like, fully fucking enveloped yourself with? You know what I mean? The first game that, like, you really connected with, you could beat multiple fucking times and it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What game was that?
Just, like, right off the dome, I'm inclined to say Halo Reach.
Right on.
Because to preface this a little, I'm the youngest of 4 siblings. I have an oldest brother, an older brother, and then my older sister, and then me.
Right
and so I've played games literally as long as I can remember. And I think a lot of times I felt like I'm playing games with my siblings.
Yeah.
But I think Halo Reach especially was one of the first where I was like, I am playing this game and like I am understanding the story and I'm like invested, and it's just like it felt like my game, if that makes sense.
Did you cry at the end?
I think the first time I beat it, I did not. But I think it came in 2010. I think 2010 or 2011 that game came out.
Yeah.
So not to just expose my age or anything, but I think I was 12.
Right on. Dude, I cried when I was 12. It's okay. You can cry. I'm not going to judge you.
Yeah. Looking back, I should have cried. I don't think I understood like the gravity of the situation in the game.
That's fair.
But yeah, like going back and like I played that game just over and over and over. Like I just continuously beat the campaign, especially because they had those little challenge thing, like the daily and weekly challenges.
Hell yeah.
And at the time, I think I didn't have Xbox Live. I think one of my month free trials had run out. But I wanted to get the credits and the unlocks. That game is just so fucking perfect with like the unlock system and just everything about it is so good. But I wanted to unlock all the armors just for me because I didn't have anyone to show it to because I didn't have Xbox Live. But I remember getting to like, I think I got to like rank. It was like Major 3 or something, which isn't like crazy far in the ranking system. But I got that without Xbox Live.
That's something to be fucking proud of.
Yeah, just like over and over and over beating, like just playing the campaign.
That's sort of like
just like solo.
Well, and especially because like there's certain fucking achievements out there that like are meant specifically, like you could get them in single player, but they're meant for someone who's just like grinding online. So like fucking like Gears of War back in the day with their like seriously fucking achievement where it was just like kill like 2 billion fucking locusts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like yeah, if you're fucking playing online all the time, yeah, it's going to be real easy to fucking, rank that up. But at the same time, it's not going to be the case if you're just like doing an 8-hour campaign all the time. So yeah, I think that's a lot.
It's like
to
the same enemy spawning.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's like that. So I think that is something to be fucking proud of. You should put that on your fucking tombstone, my man.
On my resume.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think Halo Reach is probably the one I'd go with. That was the first one that was like, holy shit, this is sick.
Right on. Right on, man. That's a good answer. I appreciate that. I never got heavily into the fucking Halos, but I definitely like acknowledge and respect what they are. At least what they were.
Yeah. What they were, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Kroby Cat put up another fucking video about Halo again, and I watched that, and I was just like,
I watched that too.
Man, that shit fell off real quick.
Yep. And it's so weird too. I don't know what it is. I've like this whole like past 2 or 3 weeks I've been like watching the like behind the scenes making of Halo 2 and Halo 3.
Yeah.
I'll just like watch them, whenever I have a couple minutes, and they're like, I mean, hour 15, like hour 20 minute videos.
Yeah.
But it's just then compared now and like what Halo has become, it's very weird. And
It's
so
all
also
about,
then to see that,
it's about the heart, man.
go ahead.
The heart's just not there.
Yeah. And the same time I'm watching those documentaries, he posts that like a week later, and I was like, this is weird timing.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Is there any games that you have that you consider to be your guilty pleasure game? A game that, people would give you shit for loving so much. Like very famously,
Oh man.
Pyrocynical just put out a video not too long ago about how he unironically enjoys Kane and Lynch 2,
I don't even know what that is.
Kane and Lynch? You don't remember Kane and Lynch,
Yeah.
man? Yeah. Someone wasn't on YouTube during the Angry Joe years.
I did watch a couple Angry Joe reviews, but it was mainly like when Halo 5 came out.
And he was just like, "You fucked it up." Yeah.
Fucking split screen.
No, come on, flip screen. What the fuck? Yeah. I hate Angry Joe.
think I can see the spit coming off his tongue when he says split screen.
Yeah, definitely. Oh God,
It's very weird.
Like, I totally acknowledge that Angry Joe is like an important part of like YouTube history. Like, sure, but like, God damn, like some shit just goes straight cringe. You know what I mean? Like unironically, like I know it's like kind of sort of cringe to say cringe, but he's fucking cringe sometimes, man. Like
Angry Joe, yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think it's just because he's old.
Yeah, he is definitely like a fucking boomer territory for sure.
Yeah,
but like
he's up there. Does he still make videos?
He does. Yeah, he just put out a fucking review of the new Saints Row that came out.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, do you have any guilty pleasure games that you?
Yeah.
All right, what is it?
Man, so, again, this is kind of just the first one that pops into my mind. There's this game that came out on the PS2. Maybe you're familiar with it. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses.
Oh yeah, fucking Duelist of the Roses. I remember Adam Sessler reviewing that back in the day.
Oh shit, on G4?
Yeah, dude. Well, this is when it was still Tech TV, my guy. Like,
oh shit. Okay, this is before my time.
Yeah, this is literally before G4 came in, because so it was Tech TV for a minute, right? Well, technically it started off as GameSpot TV, then it went to Tech TV, then G4 came in and combined with it, so it became Tech TV, G4 Tech TV, and then Tech TV just died. And then it was G4.
Yeah.
But like
G4 died.
Yeah, and then G4 died. And then Adam Sessler just decided to just go on the internet, like he should have probably done in the first place, because he probably would have made more money.
Yeah.
But yeah, Duelist of the Roses, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
like that,
Duelist of the Roses.
It's a weird game for sure. Like in terms,
it's so weird.
Like it's as far as like, because like card games exist, that's just a thing, but like that one specifically, a lot of the mechanics are really bizarre in it.
Yeah, and I've played other like Yu-Gi-Oh games. I tried to play Hearthstone when it first came out, and then there was Magic Arena, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, and they did like Gwent from The Witcher.
Yeah. It's like it's a card game. It's just digital.
Yeah,
like it's the same shit you would do if you had the cards in your hand.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think like Duelist of the Roses was a wild one because it's like almost like chess in like a weird, or like I don't know, like a very dumbed down version of chess.
Yeah.
And like I just feel like the mechanics were just super super sound, and it like the replayability is just fucking insane. And I have no shit. I think I've played that game like one time through every year since it came out in like 2002.
I think that's a really fucking beautiful thing, though. You know what I mean?
It is amazing. If you played it, if you want to replay it, I can link you some shit to an emulator.
Yeah, honestly, because like I think that in terms of a longevity, there's a few games out there that you just can't help but go back and revisit. But the fact that you are actively still playing that long, I mean, like that is fucking older than a good portion of YouTube viewers out there. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty insane. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're a madman. You should seek help. You're a madman.
I should. There's a dude on YouTube. I think his name's like Clovis or something. He's like the only person that uploads Duelist of the Roses stuff, and like I think he still does. If not, I think he just quit doing it like a couple months ago. But
this is your time, man. Step on his shit. Get started up.
It's so like he is just like he's into like the like data mining side and like just picking the game apart like piece by piece. And I specifically don't want to do that because I don't want to get tired of it.
That's fair.
Like I just play it for what it is. I put it down. I give it like 6 months. I come back to it, and it's still fun.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
But it was honestly one of the coolest like projects I've ever seen, and I feel like it didn't get as much recognition as I wish it would have. But he did a whole like Redux mod of the game, and he like redid all the AI. He like added a bunch of cards that like you couldn't get before, and it's like a total overhaul of the game. And he released the mod like 2 years ago, and so I mean the game would have still been like 18 years old or something. So
yeah.
Honestly, it's like entirely just a passion project. It was really cool.
That shit like that just like gives me hope for fucking like video game communities out there, because like one of my favorite sites to like peruse is called My Abandonware. I don't know if I don't know if you're familiar with it.
I feel like I've heard of that. But
so basically, it's just like it's like a dumping ground for a whole bunch of games that you just can't fucking get anymore. Like it's just like essentially like. It's like GOG for everything that like wasn't profitable or memorable enough to end up on GOG.
Yeah.
So like I got like the fucking PC version of like Ghostmaster on that. And Ghostmaster, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it is like it's a real-time strategy game where you lead a team of ghosts to haunt houses. And it's
what the fuck?
It's super fucking fun, my guy. Like even if
that sounds sick.
Even if I swear to God, even if you are not like, even if you have a shitty PC, you can run this fucking thing because it's from like 2003. But like pick it up. You can find it. Pick it up. It is so good. I love it.
Damn. Okay, let me look this up real quick so I don't forget, because that sounds fucking sweet.
Yeah, it's called Ghostmaster. I mean, it'd be a good stream, honestly.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing a streaming thing, I guarantee like some viewers would be into it.
Oh shit. Okay. The box looks really familiar.
That's fair, because there was a PC version. I'm pretty sure there was like an original Xbox version or some shit. But yeah, dude, it's a full-fledged like real-time strategy game where it's just like, here's the building, here's the 5 people you need to scare out of the house, here's the team of ghosts you can use. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
That's sick. I'll have to give it a go.
Yeah, dude. And I found it on this site called My Abandonware, and it's like it's just one of those things where it's just like, hey, the companies that made this are either gone or don't give a fuck about this game.
Yeah.
They haven't updated it and whatever. A lot of them you have to like either use a virtual machine to run or fucking find some fan made patches for. Yeah. But dude, it's just like shit like that just makes me happy, especially because like I feel like a lot of the remasters that they're doing now are just like literally games that came out 1 generation ago. Like why?
Oh yeah, like The Last of Us.
Yeah, like why? What? Why? Like it easily looks no fucking different. Like in my opinion, like me from my like I understand that if you put them side by side, there's subtle differences, but that subtle difference does not warrant $60. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like
I no, go ahead.
Sorry, I was saying it pisses me off.
No, yeah, I agree. I think overall, I think the idea of remasters is good. I do like I think the Spyro one was really cool.
Sure. When it's done right, trilogy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like when you take a fucking PS1 game and literally like make it into a PS4 game, yes, that is absolutely the right way to do it. But like Silent Hill HD Collection is not the way.
Yeah. Or like, Last of Us. It's like it came out on the PS4. Even if they just were like, we're porting it and kind of bumping up the graphics, here's it on PS5, I'd be cool with that. But the fact that it's like The Last of Us remastered and it's the same fucking thing. It's just they added new lighting shaders or whatever. It's like, I don't fucking care.
Dude, and like that's the thing. Like I'm sorry, but like I know this might be fucking blasphemy, but like The Last of Us, like it's not that good of a replayability factor. Like once you play it the first time and like it gets you, it really does. But then you play it again and you're just like, okay, well, I mean, don't get me wrong, the story's real good, sure, but at the same time, the gameplay is pretty basic. You know what I mean? Like, and then it just keeps going from there. And I'm sorry, but like there's plenty of movies I can watch a bunch of times and still enjoy, but like video games, like once you beat the story once, it's got to be a pretty good story to make you want to go through it again.
Yeah, or like other incentives to like kind of throw back to like Halo Reach. It's like, I mean, the story's cool, but it's not. I'm gonna play this 25 times through.
Yeah, like I mean, it's the same thing with fucking like Souls games. Once you like because the story is in such a fucking background, and like really doesn't. It really doesn't matter. It's about the boss challenge and, putting more challenges on yourself, like, oh, I want to beat this boss in 3 hits, so let me fucking grind up and get this level, you know what I mean? Whatever. But like,
or like, I want to try this new weapon or whatever, like shit I don't normally use.
Yeah, but like, there's none of that in something like The Last of Us. It's all about the story. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely one of those people that's just like single player is the way to go. But
I'm with you.
I just don't think that game earns it. You know what I mean? Like at all.
I respect it for like you had said. It's like it's great. The first I had never beat it. I played it very briefly when it came out, and I've it's a reoccurring trend with games.
Yeah,
I lose interest very fast. But I'm sure it's fantastic the first time through, and when I play it a second time, I'm like, okay, well it's. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
And I think you made a good point with like comparing it to movies of like, the movie the first time you watch, like, I'm trying to think, like, okay, the first time I watched Kill Bill, I was like, holy fuck, this is the best piece of cinema ever.
Yeah, this is.
And then I watched it again and I was like, damn. Yeah. I watched it again and I was like, holy fuck, this is still really good. But I was like, but I've seen it. Like, I've already experienced this. Yeah.
So,
or it's like after you know it, you watch it again and you're like, oh, this makes more sense.
Yeah.
Then the third time you're like, okay, well, I figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on. What exactly made you start making YouTube content? And do you prefer like making the videos, or do you prefer the streaming? And like, what creators like influenced your style?
The questions I always dreamed of being asked.
Dude, I'm doing because that's the thing I wanted that
nobody asked.
I wanted to treat you right. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to make sure that you when we're in here for an interview, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're having a conversation, we're having a good time, but I wanted to make sure that you felt like it was an interview.
Yeah,
but
I appreciate it. I think you're doing an incredible job.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. But I didn't want to get full Dan Rather on you. You know what I mean? I didn't want to go like NBC Nightly News on you.
Sure.
What are your thoughts on the allegations?
Okay. Yeah, please give us an in detail response. Okay, what was the first part of the question?
The first part of the question is
what got me into it.
What made you start making content? Because obviously we've all watched YouTube for X amount of years, but it takes something to make you want to start actively making content. My channel is not actively making content. My channel is shit posting. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm just saying.
Hey, like I listen to some. To sidetrack it before I get into it, because I do have a lengthy response. I did check out some of those the songs you had, and that shit kind of ripped. I won't lie.
And that is all just me fucking being bored. Like literally. That's not me going like, oh, I'm gonna make a mill off this. Like no. Yeah. No. Like
no. I think there's a beauty in that though. Of like I'm solely making this for me and no one else.
See that is literally the inspiration behind it. Like one of the dumbass fucking videos I have up there is called Pony by Scott Stapp. And it's literally Genuine's Pony, but me singing in like the Scott Stapp voice. And it's one of my favorite videos I've ever done, but it's dumb as hell.
Do it again, but in Bam's voice.
If you're horny, let's do it. Ride in my pony. My haggard Don Vito is waiting. Sorry.
God damn it. Oh, it's good. I'm here for it.
I broke Aqua Sloth. My bad.
Okay, to get to the question at hand. Right, so what got me into videos? Okay, so I'm trying to think of like from the beginning, because I have like the thing that got me into it, but I'm trying to think of like how I kind of got to that point, and I really can't remember. I feel like, I mean, yeah, like I said, like I've just kind of watched YouTube for a very long time. So, the finer details get a little lost, but I would say the thing that first like planted the seed of like, oh shit, like YouTube is rad is I watched Rooster Teeth like religiously
I think
all through like middle school and high school, and
I think we all had that moment for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we all had that. Every single Red versus Blue, I am watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And I found Red vs. Blue. I found super late. I think I found them. I truly can't remember. I know one of my friends told me about it in middle school, and I remember. I think it was Fails of the Week. I think that was like Halo Reach Fails of the Week.
Okay.
I think that was like the first time I jumped on, and then I was just like an instant click, and I just remember binging like everything before, and I watched like every video after. And that was when they were all still on the Rooster Teeth channel. And then they kind of like branched off into there's like Achievement Hunter and then like Let's Play and all the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was like, that was like my entire, I would like go to school, I'd come home, I would just watch Rooster Teeth until I went to bed. It was like that. My sense of humor is entirely like influenced by that. Like I listened to the podcast all the time. It was sick. And that was another thing. Like my sister was really into it too, and so we kind of like bonded over that.
That's some wholesome shit right there.
Yeah, it was sick. And then I remember one year I think I had like started watching Red versus Blue, and I wasn't like super sold on it until like the later, like the third or fourth season when like the story card starts kicking in.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, like there's actually stuff going on here. It's not just like people saying funny shit in what is the Blood Gulch?
Yeah, yeah. It's always the Blood Gulch.
It's always fucking Blood Gulch. But yeah, I remember watching that and I was like, I never really connected it like I could do this. It was mainly just like I really like this, and I like this, it just felt like a community kind of thing. And that was like my first kind of intro into like YouTube, I guess, and I kind of branched out a little bit from there. I never really, I didn't latch on to anyone quite as hard as I did with like Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter. And then I think it was like 2014 or 2015.
Okay.
I found this dude named General Sam. I don't know if you watch him at all.
I've heard of him. I've never sat down and watched his stuff, but I've definitely heard of him.
He's got some good stuff. That was another one. That was like the next obsession. Was like watching, and that was like the rest of my high school years. But that one was cool. Finding him was really cool and like influential because it was literally just like one dude doing it all. It was just him. Whereas like Rooster Teeth was this gigantic production company that had been. It's like these old dudes that have been doing it since like 2002 or 2001 or whatever.
Yeah, they've been around the block a few times, and there's with the scale of the operation, it really is hard to find them relatable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And with like General Sam, finding him, it was like I said, it was just one dude just in his room recording shit, and it was just funny. And I don't know, I just really liked his sense of humor was too like old Achievement Hunter, which I think he references in an old video, which I was like, okay, this makes sense why I like him so much. But that, like I said, that was kind of the first time I was like, okay, I can do that. Like he's just at his computer, like just fucking playing Skyrim. And I was like, I could do that. And so then I kind of just went from there, and I just got more and more into it. And I think a big part of it was just like, I didn't really know what I ever wanted to do like with my life, and I still don't really. But I was like, I think making videos is fun, and I would like to keep doing that. And then, I don't know, it kind of went from there.
All right, and would you say that you prefer making videos as opposed to streaming?
Right. Okay, I forgot that part of the question. Yeah.
No, you're fine. Yeah, we're taking it one bit at a time, just because I piled it on, all in one go. So I'm hitting the beats as we go along here.
Yeah, I would say I probably prefer YouTube or like making videos over streaming, just because I feel like streaming is such like a limited, thing you can do with it.
Yeah.
It's all live. You can't there's no editing style. You can it's either just like you got it or you don't.
Well, I feel like with the streaming, basically it all comes down to whether or not you can play off of the chat and like play off the audience. And if so, You know, like a situation where you're just like, I'm just trying to play the fucking game. You better be able to fucking like autopilot that game if you're also wanting to pay attention to chat. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
It's like, yeah, you either have to balance it or you have to like solely do one or the other. I feel like you can be really, really good at the game and people want to watch, but then you kind of ignore the chat because you're focusing, or you, like you said, kind of put on autopilot and you're just talking to chat. But yeah, I definitely say I prefer overall videos for sure. But I think streaming is like, it's interesting to me. I don't think I'm cut out for it, but I think it's cool.
So would you say that General Sam was probably like the biggest influence on your channel?
Definitely. Definitely, I guess, with finding kind of more like what I wanted to do specifically. Like I think like Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth, I think those were probably the biggest ones for planting the seed videos, and then General Sam's finding his channel was more like that was the water that made it grow into, you know, the influence that it has now.
For sure. When I sat down and when you know, obviously, you know, we will talk about it here in a second, but you know, obviously a lot of people turned on to your channel through the Dark Souls video. When I watched that video, I definitely got a very heavy Nakey Jakey Kappa Kaiju vibe from it.
For sure.
But I feel like the way that your jokes were sort of like, you know, because like you know, even if they weren't intentionally written as jokes and you were just fucking doing it off the cuff, there are certain parts in it that definitely feel like something of a seasoned fucking veteran of YouTube. You know, someone like Nakey Jakey, where it's like Nakey Jakey has all these fucking like, you know, one-off like tangents that he goes off, and it literally it doesn't fuck with the flow of the video at all. It's just part of the video. And
it's like a quick little jab, and it's like if you get it, you get it, and then but like you don't have time to register it.
Yeah, for sure. And I also feel like, you know, like there's moments in your Dark Souls vid where like, you know, you specifically are like, you know, like can you believe it? I've never fucking done a mage. Like that bit right there felt, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like that, and I mean that in like the highest compliment. I really do.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
So obviously, you know, like I said, we are going to talk about it here. This is the thing that got a lot of eyes on your channel. You know, obviously, let's talk about the Dark Souls video. Number one, how long did you work on it? And did you have any idea of how big that shit was going to blow up?
I guess, so the quick one, how long did I work on it? It was a hot minute. Overall, like, actually working on it was, I mean, I don't know, probably a couple days. But, like, having to write the script for it, map out, like, where the guide wants me to go, read the guide, record everything, put it all together. Like I swear I mentioned it in part of the video. I think I may have cut it out, and I might have to go back and find it. Around like 5 months, I think 5 or 6 months from like the inception of like starting to write the script for it and like starting to read the guide to like publishing. I think it was just over 6 months. And granted, I mean, I had work like I have like a day job, but like, you know, a girlfriend and shit I do in my regular life.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't. So you didn't like you didn't Bo Burnham it where you just log yourself in a room for a year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I worked on it when I could. It was like an hour this day, 2 hours this day. Like, oh, I have a free weekend this time. I'll work on it the whole day then. And kind of just like in passing. Was definitely not like, whoa, I can't believe people like this video. Kind of like stupid ass answer. But I thought it would be good. I think when I had originally or kind of low-key stole the idea from that Papa C guy. Yeah, so I'd seen some Papa C videos about like how and I I had guides when I was younger too, like the guidebooks specifically for the Pokemon games, which was interesting.
Yeah, what is it? Prima Games strategy
Prima
guides?
is a big one. Future Press is the ones that did the Dark Souls. I think there's another company, but I can't remember who did all the Pokemon ones. That might have been Prima.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
me either.
But yeah, so after, like I saw his videos and I knew like they did pretty well, and I had looked to see I think I'd seen one for Skyrim as well from another guy that I didn't really watch that one. It didn't catch my attention as much. But I was like, oh shit, like no one has made a Dark Souls one yet. Like it's very odd. Like this seems like an obvious one especially with like Elden Ring being announced, and I don't know, it felt like a very obvious one that someone had already done.
Yeah,
And
well,
like,
and
shocked.
I would say the closest that you could probably get to that is something like fucking like YMFAH. I don't know if that's
Yeah, yeah.
like his shit where it's just like how to level 4 Dark Souls or something like
Yep.
that, or like maybe
And
like
honestly,
Zero Lenny's Dark Souls experience videos. You know, maybe
and so yeah, someone mentioned that in the comment too. I had never heard of Zero Lenny, and I went to his, and it's like the IGN guides and stuff.
dude. Honestly though, like his IGN guides are what very similar to like what got me watching your channel, where it was like the IGN guides were what put my eyes on his channel, and like he knows, like, dude, like he apparently will do like he takes the streaming of it very seriously. Like he'll go through the whole game on stream with the guide. So like, I'm, and obviously like I'm not fucking shitting on the way you did your video. I'm just saying like the comparison to Zero Lenny, like I understand it, but at the same time, like I feel like you're in your own wheelhouse, and then that I could see where someone would draw the comparison, but I feel like yours was a little more concise than his is. Not that I'm shitting on him, obviously, but
someone, multiple people had mentioned that in the comments of kind of how they were a little annoyed, I guess you could say, that I didn't follow the guide exactly how it intended. And I think I did set it up that way to where it seems like I would be following the guide. Like, they say use this weapon and level your character like this. But a lot of it is not in the book. I think I mentioned it in the video of like,
well,
there's not.
You did because you like even from the start where it like mentions nothing about a starting gift or a class to pick. You know what I mean? Which I feel like is I understand where that is like a guide's way of saying like, listen, like you're gonna be able to do this, but you could probably do it with any character. But you would think they would at least be like, maybe you shouldn't do the deprived on the first run.
Right. Right. Maybe get a little armor or something.
You're gonna need it a lot.
Yeah. And so yeah, like there were a couple comments of people that were like this, like you said you were gonna follow the guide and you didn't. And I think what it kind of morphed into throughout the editing process, just because there were so many things that I had to cut because I think altogether, I think I had 10 hours of footage.
Oh damn.
Of like the gameplay and shit, and so I had to cut all of that into what became a 26-minute video or whatever it is. But I think what it morphed into later in its inception was more of just, it says to go to these areas at this time, and since it doesn't say this is the best build, this is an item you should use, this is whatever, I think that was kind of what I just interpreted it as was, you start out you start out in the asylum, you go to Firelink, you go to Undead Burg, yada yada, you go throughout the game this way.
Well, and that's the thing, like because of the way that Souls is set up, where it's not, there's no fucking map. You're just like, oh, let me go down this hallway and see where that leads me. Obviously, like if you have the master key, your playthrough is going to be a lot different, because like I mean, just from like literally like that first, like the first tower to go up to fight the Taurus demon, like you could, if you don't have the master key, you're not fucking going into like Havel's little stairwell, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or like you can completely skip the depths if you have the master key.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, that's a whole, like you don't have to do the Capra demon, you don't have to do Gaping Dragon. Like, you can skip all of that.
Yeah.
And then that also unlocks a completely different route through Blighttown.
Which...
if you go, like, through the elevator down under Firelink.
Yeah, to New Londo. Yeah, the, like...
Yeah.
Obviously. Obviously, like, as you can tell, I'm in the midst of the first Dark Souls currently.
Yeah, man. It's great.
Dude, honestly, like, so it took me a while to get into the Souls games. Just because, like... I'm not a fucking pro gamer by any fucking stretch of the imagination. Like I played Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, had a lot of fun with those, and of course I was like, yeah, this is the game of the year, Doom Eternal 2020, it's the game of the year because it was the only fucking 2020 game I played.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like it took me a while to get into Souls, and the first Souls game, Soulsborne, I guess, whatever. I'm calling them Souls games. Fuck it, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. The first one I beat was Bloodborne. So obviously, like, going back and revisiting Dark Souls, because I got Dark Souls for the 360 back in the day, and I never really fucked with it that hard. So I got remastered, and because I had a PS4 now, and now I'm doing the run of Dark Souls 1, and then I'm going to do Dark Souls 3. I'm probably going to skip Dark Souls 2. But
that's exactly what I did.
yeah, well, and because I got Dark Souls remastered, and I got the Fire Fades edition of Dark Souls 3, and of course, I told myself that, like, okay, I'm not gonna buy Elden Ring until I beat those games. So I beat Bloodborne, and then immediately bought Elden Ring. I was like, oh, I beat Bloodborne, it's fine,
Close enough.
But now I'm actively going through Dark Souls 1, and then I'm gonna be doing Dark Souls 3. But yeah. But yeah, I just feel like because of the way that the game is set up, your first playthrough, the one where you would actively fucking use that guide, it's really there's definitely some strange choices to not recommend, at least recommend a class. Yeah, hey, it'd be really great if you had some magic. Maybe you should do Pyromancer so that you actually have strength and magic. You know what I mean? Like,
right, and like. Later sections in the game, it's easier if you have access to pyromancies and shit. Like,
yeah. So basically, like, what I'm doing now is, I just fucking did a sorcery build.
Yeah.
Just because, like, it's like, Souls easy mode. So, but
yeah, no, and it's funny you mentioned that too, because like you saying the, like the guide is most useful on your first playthrough. There's actually a guy that sent a link to me in the comments to the Bloodborne guide, which is the only... I've scoured the internet. I'm in like 2 different Discord servers of like data mining Souls people, and nobody fucking has these guides. But someone linked me the Bloodborne guide, and my sister's fiance was kind enough to let me borrow his PS4, so I've been playing through Bloodborne for the first time ever.
So are you planning? Is it going to be a video, or are you just doing it for the lulz?
Yeah,
right on.
Yeah,
that I was actually going to bring that up because I did see the obviously followers of your Twitter would see that you were inquiring about a Dark Souls 2, a Dark Souls 3, and a Sekiro guide. So, and I know that the Elden Ring video is on the horizon, but I know that it's obviously part 2 of their guide is delayed. So yeah. So are you hoping to just sort of like fill that time with that?
Yeah, I didn't. That was kind of I don't know if we're skipping into different future questions if we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Well, it's all technically related to Dark Souls,
Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, I kind of to throw it back. I didn't expect that video to be as... I don't know if I ever finished my thought on this. I didn't expect that video to perform as well as it did, which again, I feel like is a very generic YouTuber answer. Obviously, I'm very thankful that it did.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
But prior to that video, my most viewed video ever was like it had just cracked like 10,000 views. Which is deleted now.
But it was in the purge.
It was. It got hit in the purge. Yeah. It was this Fallout video where there's this guy named Michael Daly who is mentioned in this like holotape when you first start the game, and then they never touch on it. But in classic Bethesda fashion, it's just like an unfinished quest that never really has a resolution. So I had a video like, talking about that and like, kind of hypothesizing what he could have been or where he could have been. I had 2 videos actually. The first one had like, I had 1,000 views, and I was like, oh shit, people are like interested in this. And so then I made the second video, and that one was kind of like the conclusion, in my opinion, of the mystery. I think it was actually called The Mystery of Michael Daly. But so, and then like, I had like 10,000 views, and I was like, okay, this is like pretty crazy, but like, there's not really anywhere you can go from there. So it was like, I was like, the mystery is pretty much solved. It's just an unfinished quest. Like, we'll never actually know. I mean, and so whenever this one kind of...
Yes and no. You could just pull a full Matt Pat and just do 10 theories videos just about Michael Daly.
Exactly, yeah. Michael Daly was actually Paladin Dance?
It turns out that he's the purple guy from FNAF.
Yeah. Fucking what's the fucking yellow bird or whatever?
Yeah, Chica.
Yeah, Chica. Uh, yeah. So I was like, I don't know, like there wasn't really anywhere to go from there, and so I kind of kept that in the back of my mind when this one had started kind of popping off, and I was like, I know that at the end of the day, I don't want this to just be the only thing I do. Like, I don't want to just milk this, and because there's only 6 Souls games or whatever. Like, there's only so many videos I can make. Um, and also like again, kind of throwing it back to Papa C, the guy that did the Pokemon videos. I mean, it's like his view ratios are very skewed. It's like he has the beating Pokemon the way beating whatever Pokemon game the way Nintendo intended, and those get like easy million views, and then he has like other videos that he clearly like invests time in, and it's like just the same production quality, and they get 30,000, and so it's like I don't know, it's very weird, and I was like, I don't want that to be a thing. Like I don't want people to be on my channel solely for seeing like how Bethesda or how fucking FromSoft wants you to beat Dark Souls 3 or whatever. Like I want those to be big monumental videos, but I don't want them to be that's all I do.
That's fair. That was actually another question that I had. I was gonna say, because your content is definitely varied in like what type of videos like that you make, and I was wondering, is there a part of you that wishes that a different video was the one that popped off?
I mean, looking back on my older videos and just cringing in fear of anyone ever watching them. No, I think if any video was to pop off, I'm very glad that it was that one. I think I don't know. I think it was a weird time. I think because, like I said, I kind of had all the time in the world to work on that. I had kind of been taking an on and off break from YouTube, and I think when I uploaded that, I hadn't uploaded in like 4 or 5 months, like prior to that. And that was recently, like that was right after I purged the channel. I switched to Twitch for a little bit, and then I streamed for like a year, and then kind of dropped that too to get back into YouTube. So yeah, I think of any videos I've made, I think I'm most proud of that one for sure. I'm glad that's the one that got the recognition.
Now, are you worried? Are you worried about the sophomore album slump?
Definitely, yeah.
You're
Definitely. I guess not really with not the sophomore album I'm worried about. It's the lead up to the sophomore album. It's the tour between albums.
Okay, all right. Well,
so it's like
I think the smart move, honestly, like, because and here's the thing: it's not that I don't have faith in you. I don't want you to take it as that, but I think that doing like a Bloodborne video and then like a Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 or whatever, I think that's honestly the smart move, just because Elden Ring is new, people are still actively looking into it, everything like that. So that if like, for example, let's say the Bloodborne video comes out and you're not as happy with it, then you aren't just shooting all of your wad into the Elden Ring video, if that makes sense.
Right.
Where
yeah.
you can learn from any possible mistakes you might make in the Bloodborne video and bring it back so that you're not Weezer's Green Album, you're closer to like System of a Down's Toxicity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going Pinkerton on this one.
Yeah, go full Pinkerton, man. Just like, God damn these damn Japanese girls. Yeah, but all right.
The fucking lesbians.
Right. I tell you what, man, it's honestly, like, I think that the Dark Souls video, like, I've watched through it quite a couple times for sure, and it wasn't just from like doing research for this interview or anything. It's because it's a really well put together fucking video, and obviously like you're gonna get some people that are just like, oh yeah, you fucking do a Poise Boys build, you fucking poser, but like at the same time though, like it feels like your personality comes through in the video, and you feel like a very genuine fucking person. Like I'm sorry, but like there's people out there that no matter how many fucking like personal, like, I'm sorry, I'm never watching Matthew Santoro and saying like, oh, that's definitely how Matthew Santoro is in real life, you know?
Yeah, that's what having a conversation is like with him.
Yeah. Can you imagine? He's just like, did you know that? Like, I would be like, I would fucking die. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to put a fucking bullet in my head if you keep talking to me.
all right. So moving on. Now we get into now we get into a little bit of the fun questions. Marry, fuck, or kill.
Hell yeah.
Marry, fuck, or kill
Oh, fuck yes.
between Gwen, Nito, and the Bed of Chaos.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill, Gwen. I feel like I'd have to marry Gwen just off the bat.
I don't know, man. He seems abusive. Literally, like,
He does seem abusive, but he's got power.
He does have power. I'm just saying, like, the minute he sees you, he starts swinging at you.
That's true. He does that jumping thing. Yeah. Okay. And then it was Nito and Bed of Chaos.
Yeah.
I probably. I kill Bed of Chaos for sure because I fucking hate that boss. No real reason other than that boss fight is such fucking dog shit. Which I think would have to leave. I'd fuck Nito, which I'm not mad about.
Well, you know, if there's one way to get a hard bone, you know.
Hey,
got him.
That shit's Nito. Got him. Got him with the bone.
All right. What's your favorite part of the original Dark Souls, and why is it the New Londo Ruins?
Oh man, New Londo Ruins is really just such a unique map in any game. Not only, you know, sometimes you have like really skinny walkways and shit you can fall off of, but it's like really well lit. And I think From really shined when they took away all sources of light and then also put you walking on like 1 by 1 pixel pieces of wood. And then on top of that, they throw in just the worst fucking enemies in that level.
That you literally have to,
wraiths or
you literally have to curse yourself just to fucking be able to fight them if you don't have a holy weapon.
Literally, yeah. Yeah, or the fucking transient curse things.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there's like the pus of not pus of man. That's the Dark Souls 3 one. Whatever the blob thing is that shoots out the skulls that explode.
Yeah. I forget what they're called.
I fucking hate that thing.
All right, but though, what is your favorite part of the original Dark Souls? If you had a favorite part of it, what would it be?
I mean, I'm inclined to say just really the whole beginning part is really fun. Like pretty much like Asylum to probably like up to Sins, up until you get to Orlando. I think that's always been kind of my favorite. I don't know if that's because that's the most I've played, because when I first started playing, it was very much like I would always get to that part. I'd get to Orlando, I'd get to ONS, and I would just get my fucking ass kicked every single time. And so I never got past, like for years and years, I never got past Ornstein and Smo. And so I don't know, I got really accustomed to everything you could access prior to that. So it was like, you know, Undead Burg, The Depths, Blighttown, like Sins, like all of that. It was just, I don't know, it was really an entertaining part. I think that's also where the game, I think that's where they like wanted to pull you in more. And in the second half, it was more just about the difficulty and I don't know, not to like say one is better than the other, but I definitely say the beginning part is more what I enjoy.
Well, and I also feel like the beginning, the beginning section, it's crazy because there's a whole other story with Dark Souls if you know what you're looking for.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, realistically, like because when you go to Anor Londo, you go see Guinevere, everything like that, and you follow that, if you don't run into Ka, you know what I mean, and really like fully immerse yourself in like the story of like, listen, like it's actually a pretty good idea to let that fire fade because that means you got humans, you know. But like I think that with the story progression, the way that it's technically set up, where it's like, hey, go on to Darkroot Basin, fight the Hydra, and then, you know, fucking check out Artorias' grave, you know, things like that. And the fact that, like, going through the depths and like, you know, or like fighting the Capra demon, getting the key to the depths, going down to the depths. And like, yeah, it is fucking maze like, but at the same time, it does give you that adventure feel.
Yeah, for sure.
And like, and I'm sorry, but like, Gaping Dragon is a pretty cool fucking looking boss. You know what I mean? Like,
very cool. Yeah, it's just very like unique. It's not just like big guy in armor with sword. It's like this crazy, and it's not. It's also just like not just dragon guy. It's like this weird fucking open chest blade crazy ass lizard guy. And it was, yeah, I agree.
Go after his tail. You can fucking get a cool weapon out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that the aspects of the game that are in that whole starting area really like is just, and on top of that, like there's other cool aspects of it, like the fact that you can go back to the asylum and, you know, get the painted world doll and fucking fight the stray demon and things like that. And yeah, it's literally just a repeat of the asylum demon, just harder, but like doesn't matter. It's just really fucking cool, you know?
Yeah,
and
I agree. Yeah, 100%.
Like, I think that, like, I hate to keep bringing it in a fucking fanboy, but, like, what made me start playing Dark Souls again, like, giving it the fair shake, or, like, attempting Souls game again, was definitely, like, the Nakey Jakey video where he is, I think it's called, like, Dark Souls Saved Me, or something like that, where he's just
drinking a 40 in the bed.
Absolutely. Yep. Like, every single time, like, because, like, what stuck with me with that is when he goes, as much as a lot of players do, I immediately got to Firelink Shrine, ran into my ass kicked by skeletons. Like, like I felt that. Like, that was absolutely what I did. And
like everyone did that. You learn your lesson, you move on.
Yeah, it's just nuts because it's like I just feel like the game itself. You know, obviously, you know, people in the fucking game for over a decade at this point. And I think
it won that golden joystick game best. It was like the best game ever made or some shit. I can't remember.
Honestly, I think the reason that I go more towards Bloodborne is because A, I think it's easier, and B, I was just gonna say I think there's just like a loyalty to it because it was the first one I beat. Yeah,
that's how I feel with Dark Souls 3.
Was that the first one that you did?
Yeah, I got stuck on but basically it's weirdly like similar layout. I got stuck on ONS all the time. In Dark Souls 1. And so then whenever Dark Souls 3 came out, I bought that and I played, you know, a very similar thing of I would get to Abyss Watchers and I just could not beat them for the life of me. And then I can't remember the exact time, but at one point I was, I think it was when I was streaming. I think I was streaming Dark Souls 1 and I got to Gwyn. And that was like the first time I'd ever beat it. The first time I beat it on stream was the first time I ever beat the game. I did this that night after I beat Dark Souls on stream, and then I went back and I beat Dark Souls 3 like in that same night. And it was a long, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours, probably hundreds of characters, and I had never beat either of them. And I ended up doing it in like the same night.
Honestly, like fucking amazing. Like that had to have like put you on fucking cloud 9, man.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, beating Dark Souls 1 alone was wild. And I was like, I'm doing it right now.
Honestly, dude, I think that your channel has a fucking bright future. I really do. And
I appreciate that.
I think that what do you think that the future holds? Are you gonna try and ascend the ranks and get millions of subscribers and inevitably become an influencer boxer, or are you hoping to just like make some shit you enjoy, entertain some people, and then just like keep living your life? What are you hoping for? Are you trying to get out of where you're at?
Yeah. I think ultimately, I don't know, and I've kind of felt this way for a while. This very well may change. So this comment may age like fucking milk, but I think ultimately I would like to have like a pretty solid community of just cool ass people that, you know, I can like. I've always like dreamed about doing like Halo custom games with like fans and stuff. Just like have a Discord server and like, yeah, we're fucking playing Halo Reach today. Everyone hop in. We'll do some cool shit.
Basically, what you're saying is that you want your own angry army.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I want to be Angry Joe.
That's what I want. I want to put out 45-minute long reviews in which 15 of it are terrible sketches, and
Yeah,
and I
and
want to
jokes that no one fucking gets.
I want to say like 4.5 hours and slow it down 3 times. And
Yeah.
fuck.
They're taking out split screen.
I want to spit on the camera. Yeah, I just think I think that there because you recently did one of your infamous rerun videos in which you were reading the comments that you had gotten on old videos, which ironically probably a lot of them don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't think any of them exist.
So I think, and there's a real wholesomeness to it, because you're just like, this is a comment I got 2 years ago, and it was on a video, and this is what this person said, and it literally is like you talking about like people that you actively know. Fucking wholesomeness in that shit.
Yeah,
And I'm really looking forward to seeing as you reading comments from those same people that you know.
yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that, because I literally, prior to working on this, if time time allotted is correct. That's not the wording that I wanted to use, but you know what I mean. If it all works out, I have a video coming up tomorrow of me reading more comments. So
is it comments from the Dark Souls, or is this another rerun?
Yeah. No, it's a new one.
Nice.
So it's very. I was gonna mention that. It's funny that you said that you found the wholesomeness in it, which I'm glad you did. I think that's a big part too. And kind of I don't know how. Are you into like pop punk shit at all?
Yeah, dude, I'm all about the pop punk shit for sure.
Okay. Did you ever listen to like the Wonder Years?
Hell yeah, I've heard the Wonder Years.
Okay, so the Wonder Years, and I had this like video idea for a long time, and I haven't made any progress on it or like wrote anything for it. It's just an idea. But specifically with the Wonder Years, there is I feel like their new stuff I just don't really relate to as much, because it's like almost over polished, if that makes any sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's just like very like, I don't know. There's not like the grit and angst and like raw shit that is in it. And I recently listened to like the Upsides, like their second album, I guess. But it's just like, that album's so fucking good. It's like probably my favorite one. And so comparing them to the two, it's like the overpolish, I think I'm very scared of. And I feel like I saw a similar thing with General Sam, where like, and I get it, like, especially with like, YouTubers, you have to kind of like clean up your act. Like you say some edgy shit, you get a little fan base going, and then whenever that's like your job and you're living off of it, you can't
afford to lose the
subs.
subs.
Used to be able to say.
Lose the subs,
Yeah.
lose the sponsors, shit like that.
The sponsors, yeah. It's like you got to kind of clean up your act a little bit. And so I'm not like, man, fucking sold out, piece of shit. But like, there is like that level of, it's not as gritty and, just raw, just doing it for the fun of it. And so it's weird to compare the two, like the Wonder Years to General Sam. But
the general idea, I think the general idea remains the same, because realistically, I think the best way to combat that, and keep in mind, I'm no fucking expert. I'm not a YouTuber by any means, and I'm damn sure not a millionaire. But I think the best move, in all honesty, is maybe make sure that people know who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't censor yourself too much, because here's the thing. When you lose the authenticity, the reason that people turned on Boogie is because Boogie was putting out these videos where you're just like, oh golly gee, I'm just a wholesome gamer YouTube dad who is just wants the best for everybody, and yeah, I sit on a fence. But then you would go on to watch him stream on Twitch, and he's just like, the Holocaust. I don't know if it was 6 million, if that's what I'm saying,
I think they're lying.
Yeah, like because like and he like actively talks about, he's like, you don't understand, like I was on 4chan back in the day, but this is the same guy that like gets on there and like actively celebrates when Kiwi Farms gets taken down and everything like that. And here's the thing, like I'm by no means like a supporter of like fucking Kiwi Farms, and I think most of 4chan is pretty fucking cringe, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I'm fully fucking aware that like I ran an Edgy Boy content show for fucking a year and a half, and I said some horrid shit, and that shit could probably come back to bite me, but the reason that I don't take it down is because there's no point in trying to hide it, because if you try to hide it and then it does get found out, all that's going to happen is you're going to be in the exact same situation that the people that like doubled down on that shit are in now. So like for example, like someone like Lieutenant Corbus or whatever, like fucking
I forgot about her.
Yeah, well, so she fucking came under fire for being all like right wing and shit, and now she's in the exact same situation that fucking Sam Hyde's been in for fucking 10 years. You know what I mean? And Sam Hyde is still actively putting out content and somehow is still in the fucking zeitgeist because of like the boxing shit, you know? And honestly, like I would argue he's more popular now than he was when he got the fucking Adult Swim show, you know?
I had never heard of him until the boxing thing, like him getting like kicked out or like uninvited or whatever.
Well, but like Sam Hyde was around for a minute in like 2016. He had that Adult Swim show, and like he was well known as like an edgy content producer before that, but then he got kicked off and like blacklisted in Hollywood and shit. But now he's like been able to like move it back around, and now he's like literally hanging out with Keemstar all the time. Like it's just fucking funny, you know. So I think that your edgy content, if you have edgy content, make sure that you let people know that, it's out there, and I've grown as a person, but it's still out there. I still said it, it is what it is. Because
I think
if you have that genuine article, of yourself out there, then people will respect that you're honest about it and that you've grown from it.
It's not like I'm not going to like get on my fucking soapbox and be like, all these like organizations and like support every fucking thing that comes up that is just like trending, and I don't know, it like I'm not gonna like do that and then someone goes and digs through the archives and finds me saying some weird shit. It's like I never wanted it to be like, I never said this. I would never say these things, and then someone finds me verbatim saying those things, and I'm like, oops, sorry.
Yeah.
It's like I've said some fucking crazy ass shit. At the time, I was 16 and I watched Filthy Frank. So like, what did you expect?
Yeah, honestly, I think that's important that you maintain that mindset.
Yeah, and it's like I did take the videos down, but I think that was really just to be like, I don't want anyone to see these, but I'm also not actively covering it up and be like, I never said this, I never did that. It's just like, I don't know. And also I think a part of that too was it was just like old ass videos that just weren't good, like whether I said edgy shit or not, it's like the videos just weren't good. It was like me starting a Skyrim playthrough and then doing 6 videos of doing nothing, and then nothing ever came of it. So
all right,
guys,
make sure you upvote this video and and please please subscribe. I'm really trying to get to 77 by the end of the week.
Please, I really appreciate it. You guys can comment. Tell me what your favorite type of cheese is.
If you guys get down to 70, if you guys get me to 77, we'll do the 77 subscriber special, and I'll upload some of my favorite YouTube poops.
Yeah. YouTube poop was great.
Dude, YouTube poop is like the greatest thing to ever fucking exist.
It's so fucking good. It was way ahead of its time.
I have no regrets about all the fucking hours I've spent watching YouTube poops.
The King of the Hill ones?
Oh, dude, the King of the Hill ones, the fucking Fesh Pence of Blair,
I don't know that one. I don't know.
Oh, dude, that is like the Citizen Kane of YouTube poops. It is literally like, it's like 2 full episodes of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But like there's like so many quotable moments of it where it's just like there's a bit going all throughout it where like Carlton keeps asking G to make him a sandwich and G just keeps saying no. It's just fucking brilliant. Fresh Prince of Blair.
Yeah.
Look it up. It's
I'll have to check it out.
It's a must see. A must see, sir.
That one and what was the Ghostmaster? I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm hitting you with these tight 2010 references.
Yeah, man. That's where I live.
I really want to fucking thank you for sitting down and having the fucking interview with me, man. I know that I'm
man.
literally fucking nobody, but I just
neither am I.
no, but you're more of a somebody than I fucking am. I assure you that.
Enough to get interviewed, I guess.
Dude, but that's the thing. Like, that's why I wanted to sit down and fucking have an interview with you, because I feel like if there's anybody that I want to hear on a podcast, it's fucking you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just someone who is like got some cool shit, got some, fun thought processes to fucking talk about and shit like that, and seems like a fucking genuine person. I would much rather fucking have you on the podcast than I would fucking having like Logan Paul or some shit,
Right. The Logan double dab?
Yeah, no, not at all.
But yeah, I mean, kind of to throw it back real quick to the, you saying like, the wholesome genuineness. I think that's what I've always liked about, I guess that's weird. It's going to tie it into like everything. That's what I've liked about Jackass. That's what I've liked about Rooster Teeth. That's what I liked about General Sam. Like, everyone I've watched that I've like idolized, it's like those behind the scenes moments of just them being people and not being these characters that people love and like these, crazy ass dudes that just say off the wall shit or whatever. Like, seeing the quote unquote real person behind it, that's always been what I've like connected with more. And so I think I try to portray that. Like, I don't really think I have a character, per se, of like yeah, me recording the shit in Dark Souls, it was scripted, but like that the part you mentioned with like the, I've never done a mage build, that was completely like just off the top. Like, it was just, I said it and I was like, oh shit, this would be funny.
It worked, man. It made me fucking laugh, especially because like you got some like you almost got some like serious like Hannibal Lecter vibes where you got real close to the fucking camera. You were just like, "Can you fucking believe this? I swear to God, I've never fucking done a major."
Swear to fucking God.
Like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of media. I think that you got a fucking bright future ahead of you, bro. You really do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I think we talked about it a little bit in the DMs, but you've been doing this for a while, like with podcasting, right?
Yeah. I've been doing this since 2015. My first podcast was a wrestling podcast called The Fatitude Era.
Shit, that's sick.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. And then I moved to Kentucky for 3 years, and I did the Church Absurd down there. And then I also did Fanboy. I started a movie podcast that I really want to continue doing. Called. I
saw that idea was super sick. The like movie versus movie.
Oh, the Acclaim and Shame.
Yeah.
I had a fun time with that. I want to do more of that for sure. But
that's awesome.
But yeah, I did that one, and then I'm working on I have a solo project that I'm doing right now called the Reverend's Big Ol' Wall of Films. Where I just pick a movie out of my fucking DVD collection and talk about it.
Yeah.
And then I have this fucking random thing where I just decided I want to interview people. And congratulations, you're the fucking pilot episode. And
hey, I was just about to say.
Yeah, here's hoping it doesn't sound like dog shit because of my shitty computer. But
I was going to say, I have no frame of reference, but this is the best interview I've ever done.
And dude, like, hey, honestly though, like, I do think it went pretty well. And obviously there's one more big question that I want to ask you. And that this is the fucking important one. This is what this whole interview is about. And that is, are you still the world record holder for Estes Soup?
Motherfucker. No, I'm not.
Who got you? Who got you?
Okay. We're going to have to tack on the extra like 10 minutes. Okay, I was going to mention this too in the comment video, because people came from, so they found the Dark Souls video, and it makes sense. Naturally, they would go to other Dark Souls videos that I've done, and my first video I have up on the channel is how I became a world record speedrunner holder. So these two dudes who, hang on, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, dox them. Give me their IPs.
Shout them out. Yeah. Where the fuck are they?
Drop a diss track on them right now.
Soup Slurper 69.
Okay.
And hold on, I can't remember the kid's name. It's like Scareless TV or something.
It just sounds like someone is doing 3 a.m. challenges.
It does. It does sound like it.
I FaceTime Freddy Fazbear at 3 a.m.
And he came and fucked my mom. And also Chucky the doll was there too.
For some reason. God, Spirit Halloween had a clearance.
I don't know why. But no, so these two dudes found it, and this guy, like, he DM'd me on Twitter, and he was like, "Hey, I just saw your speed run. I'm gonna try it and do better." And I was like, "Oh shit! All right, send me the time you get and let me know." And sure as shit, he tried it and beat it. And then this other kid came on, and he was commenting, and he was like, "Yo, like, I have to get in contact with you." And I was like, "Okay." And so then he DM'd me on Twitter too, and he's like, "I also did the super speed run. I'm trying to beat it." And I was like, "Dude, there's another guy that did it too." And so it almost, I've been so removed from it, other than just like talking to them, but like they just went back and forth. Like I can't remember what my time was. It was like 8:15 or something.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
This kid did like a 7:20, and then the other kid did like a 6:30, and then this one came back into 6:25, and it was just this back and forth. This kid has 4 videos of beating the record. So it was wild. I am unfortunately not the world record speed run holder anymore, but I do want to give it another go,
dude.
It's definitely on the horizon.
Everybody, let's get Aqua Sloth to fucking 3K or 5K subscribers, and then we'll do the Estes Soup redemption.
If this podcast gets 100 likes, I'll do the speed run again.
If it's going up on my channel, it's not getting 100 likes. I promise.
No, I'll make 100 accounts and like it.
Soup Slurper 69, Soup Slurper 70, Soup Slurper 71.
69's taken. I'll have to spell it wrong. I'll do sloop supper.
No, Soup Slurper, but the no U is just SLRP.
Or no ER, it's an A. Sloop Slurper.
It's like it's a fucking Hollywood film. I love it. Oh shit, bro. Honestly though, like, and here's the thing, like, I know that, like, as you fucking get like big and fucking, like, as you gain subscribers, you know, people like people small fries like me are gonna fucking go to the wayside. But all I ask is that you fucking give them a chance. If someone wants to fucking interview you or collab with you and they're a small timer, you know, just give them the fucking time of day, man. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, man.
Because I think,
and I mean
that's what YouTube's really about.
I agree. I think there's, like, it's the people at the bottom are like the heart and soul of it. And I mean, even like it's been 2 fucking hours. You just took 2 hours out of your week to talk to me about a fucking video that I put up. Like, that's a wild ass concept that, like, you saw that and you're like, I should reach out and, you know, interview. And I mean, not to say like anything about like your credibility or whatever, but like, if you reach out to other people and then they just like no response, no nothing, like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it happens.
So it's like,
it happens. I've definitely been, like, I wanted to interview the fucking guy from Preacher, the guy who played Cassidy on Preacher, because I was a big Preacher fan, and I got no fucking response from that. I did get a response from the guy who played Hair Star on Preacher, and he said, no thank you. So
at least he answered.
Yeah, you know, it was probably his agent. You know what I mean? Like, it probably wasn't actually him.
No thanks.
But yeah, I just think that you know, realistically, like, you seem like a good dude, and I think that you deserve to have somebody interview you, which is why I wanted to do this. You know.
Oh man, I genuinely, like, wholeheartedly really appreciate it a lot.
And if you ever want to get into the podcast game, like the full-fledged podcast game, man, you got a co-host right here, I promise you.
Yeah.
Like,
that'd be sick.
We'll just be like the Jackass Bros. We just fucking every week
talk about Jackass.
We're literally every week. We just today we're gonna be covering the yellow snow cone, and we're gonna watch it. We're gonna try and not vomit, and then we're gonna talk about it for 3 hours.
If you really look in the background, you can really tell that the psychology of it is great, and Danger Aaron is such a brave man for doing that.
Shit, Jamie, pull that up. Pull that up, Jamie.
Jamie, pull that up real quick.
Just can we slow that down just a little bit? Now look at that vomit.
Look, he's eating the piss.
He had some corn. Like, look at that vomit. You can see corn in there.
Oh, and now he's eating the vomit. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. The chocolate snow cone. Wow.
Classic. How do they do it? It's amazing. They come up with this shit.
It is a staple of our time. It is easily. I have not been this touched emotionally since I saw 12 Years a Slave, hands down. Just.
Schindler's List, nothing on Lamborghini tooth pull. I tell you that much.
Not at all. Not at all. I'll tell you what. You know, Schindler looks like piss compared to this. I'll tell you what.
He looks like the yellow snow cone.
Speaking of piss, have we mentioned these interstitials between bits where they're pissing on each other?
It's incredible camera work.
Like, honestly, what is this? Hardcore Henry? This is like a first-person shot.
They got the GoPro mounted to his cock.
It's incredible. They mounted it on a cock ring, I think.
This is unrelated to piss or jackass. And I don't know if you want to leave it in here or not. But there's a dude I just found. You mentioning Nakey Jakey reminded me. I just found this dude named Internet Pit Stop.
Okay, Internet Pit
He's
Stop.
had some videos floating around. He had a Dark Souls video that kind of popped off a month ago. He's got 100,000 subs, so you might be able to reach out. I don't know.
I'll have to check him out.
He has an Instagram. Yeah, give him a look. See, he also seems very genuine. He makes light of the fact that he's kind of just ripping Nakey Jakey, but like he puts his own spin on it. It's really good.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check
I don't know him.
I don't know him. I cannot set up a collaboration at all. I just know he exists. He does exist.
I found him, and he's like only 100,000 subs, so I think it's still in the realm of where he'll answer a DM.
He is a person. I believe he was born. He may have not been.
Believe
he might be an
he
AI.
Seems to have. He has a human-like thing, a human-like creature in his videos.
He is he might have a pulse. We're pretty sure.
This is why we need the interview. We need to know these answers.
Question 1, sir. Do you have a pulse, and what is it currently?
Are you an AI?
It's just like fucking starts glitching out, and I can't tell if it's my laptop or if it's him.
He just leaves the call immediately.
He found us. Oh,
He's
shit.
like, fuck this. But yeah, man, no, I really do appreciate you you taking the time out of your day to talk to me about.
Yeah, this has been something like I said, I've been looking forward to this. I drank a bunch of mead before I started the interview.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, so that was very delicious. I also ate a really fucking bitchin' charcuterie plate, so that was delicious.
Hey,
and
I got. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I went full bore. I was prepared for this interview. I had the questions written like a week ago.
I wasn't trying to prepare. I was like, I know I want to like be on time to it. I don't want to like overthink it or like be like, oh, what if I say some stupid shit? I'm gonna be so embarrassed.
Bro, you could have showed up like literally like 3 hours late, and it still would have been the exact same. Like I would
be like, all right, cool.
Like here's the thing, I am so like I'm not like a fucking media mogul or anything like that. Like I'm not on BuzzFeed or some shit. Like I'm literally just like, okay, like it's a Sunday, and I understand that he may have been partying last night. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was too. I woke up at 11:30, a little hungover. Got some Subway, and I was here, baby.
Right
I had a Mountain Dew as well.
All right, bonus fucking question. What did you have on the Subway sandwich?
Oh shit, I got the buffalo chicken sandwich. It was obviously the buffalo chicken, the ranch, lettuce, banana peppers, something else. Hold on. I think there were some onions on there.
Dude,
I don't have the other half in the fridge right now. I can go grab it.
The real funny part is like, let's say like the rest of the interview just is like totally corrupted because my laptop is shitty. That's the one question that gets like saved.
Yeah, this great interview with Aqua Sloth. It's just a fucking me telling about my Subway sandwich.
Brought to you by Quiznos.
Yeah. You should make that the reoccurring bit for all future guests. You have to ask them what they had before they went to the podcast.
What did you eat? Tell me about
What did
it.
you eat today?
What was the starting temperature?
That's the first one. Really throw them off for the first question. Be like, so what did you have for breakfast today?
Well, the one wrestling podcast that I did, we brought in when we brought the show back after I moved back to Ohio. We had a new guy that was like sitting in on the show because he was like a total fucking supercomputer like about wrestling. Like he knew you could be like, hey, who was on the card for WrestleMania 15, and he can spit all the facts like it's like nothing.
Fucking savant.
Yeah, like literally, like he's fucking genius. His name's Dewey. Shout out Dewey, you're a good guy. I miss you.
Hey Dewey.
But he like literally like we did an episode where we just wanted to get to know him a little bit more because he had been on the episode, like on the show for 2 episodes, and like I
interview the co-host.
I definitely put in a whole bunch of like bullshit like questions like so cut or uncut, like what like like literally just like because I was just like, oh, let's have fun with this. So yeah, I could just do that where it's just like the worst interviews where you get no interview, like no actual like important answers. Where or
it's some Eric Andre shit.
Oh dude, God, if I had a fucking like a 0.1% of like his fucking comedic ability, I swear to God, I'd be fine. Like
I'd be ruling the world,
dude. I like seriously, man. You want to talk about fucking genius television, man? Like Eric Andre show is fucking up there.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I would have to agree.
Oh God, I swear to God, man. We're talking real natural here, and it makes me feel like we should have a fucking podcast together. Jesus Christ,
I'm not opposed to it, man. We can hook it up. We can make it work,
brother.
As long as it's not no offense to if you play D&D, I got nothing against it. But holy shit, we need to just cool it with D&D podcast.
Oh, that's fair. It definitely wouldn't be a D&D podcast. If anything, it would be it'd be the Wholesome Bros, where we just talk about wholesome shit.
Yeah, we just get to know each other.
Like unironically, if you want this to happen, just fucking hit me up. Like I'm not opposed to this at all. Like it does not matter. Like I'm probably gonna be moving here like in the next few months to Michigan. So you know, obviously it's gonna take some time to do that, but sure. I'll have legal weed, and you know that'll be fun.
Hey. And they don't have it where you're in Ohio. You don't have weed there?
Ohio's just legal medicinally, and it's.
I think that's what Missouri is too.
Yeah, it's decriminalized here. Like if I get caught with like a bag of weed, I'm not like going to jail. I'm just getting a ticket, and they'll take the weed. But like it's not legal recreationally. But in Michigan it is. So naturally, I'm going to Michigan. You know.
Well, the beauty of Missouri, or I guess St. Louis specifically, is that you can literally just drive 20 minutes into Illinois, get weed, and then come back.
I'll tell you what, though, as someone who has like looked at the dispensary prices in Illinois,
fucking insane.
I would almost recommend driving through Illinois and then going to Michigan, because Michigan's prices are like a third of the dispensary prices in Illinois.
Illinois is pretty wild. I mean, it's very expensive. I'm not like super into like weed, but I know that it is really expensive.
Yeah. Well, do you travel a lot at all?
I mean, not a ton. I like just. What do you mean, like on the daily, or just like?
What I mean is like do you know like for example, like I go to Michigan like every couple months or so. You know what I mean? Like. Like, not necessarily for weed, but, you know, in case it's like, you know, oh, my girlfriend bought a dead thing from Goodwill. We got to go get it, you know?
A dead thing?
Yeah, my girlfriend does oddity art.
Oh, okay. My girlfriend just recently got into getting, like, weird-ass taxidermy things.
Yeah, well, my girlfriend gets that weird-ass taxidermy, and then she'll glue it onto, like, a doll.
No, fuck. I gotta send you a picture to show her, because I have a couple weird ones that we got at a flea market.
Dude, I guarantee.
I gotta send them over.
I guarantee that you know, if you want to see some fun stuff, I'll show you some of the shit that she made. She just vended a show not too long ago, and
really?
Yeah, and she did. She took the punching nun hand puppets.
The punching nun? I don't think so. No.
All right, so you can get them in like joke stores and shit like that, or like
Can I look? Let me look it up.
Yeah, look up just punching nun hand puppet.
Jamie, pull that up. But I'm Jamie.
Jamie, pull that up real quick.
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. There it is.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Where you like click the little buttons on the back.
Yeah, you click the buttons on the back and the fists go out. Right. Well, there's other ones where the buttons are on the inside, like where you wear it on your hand and shit. She took one of those, she lopped the head off of it, kept the veil, replaced the head with a screaming possum.
Holy fuck.
And it was a screaming possum hand puppet that punches. And
that's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude, it was beautiful. It was a work of art, and she was able to like sell it for like 180.
I
And
was just about to say, does she sell them?
yeah, that's what she does. She does
Yeah.
artwork and like like she doesn't really do like commissions or anything,
Uh-huh.
just because like it all depends on like what materials that she has. But
Hmm.
like, but she's done a whole bunch of things. She does these things where she gets like little ducklings, and she like attaches like baby arms from like Dollar Tree fucking
Yeah.
baby dolls, and makes them
Does
like puts them in a cowboy hat, makes them hold a lasso, like.
does she go to like conventions and stuff?
Yeah, she next year actually she's going to be vending a shit ton of different oddities and curiosities expo shows.
Did she go to one like last year or like earlier this year?
She was at one in Michigan.
Okay, there was the only reason we went to one like a couple months ago in St. Louis, and it was literally just called the Oddities Expo, and it was just like these crazy ass taxidermies you're describing as far as the eye could see.
Yeah.
And it was like raccoons playing a banjo in a canoe, and it was like just weird ass shit.
Yeah,
But that's where we got some of our stuff.
the Oddities and Curiosities Expo is it's like a national road show.
Yeah.
Like literally they just like, oh, this week we're in Columbus, this week we're in Pennsylvania, you know what I mean, whatever. So, and I think she signed up to vend like 6 different shows, and I like, don't quote me on this, but there's definitely there's definitely one in Illinois, and I think there might be one in Missouri. I'm not entirely sure. If
I
so,
figured if there is, probably St. Louis or Kansas City.
if that's the case, you and I are fucking meeting up for sure.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna give you.
I'm down for that.
I'm gonna give you a fucking hug. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because honestly, bro, like this has been one of my favorite interviews I've ever done, and I interviewed Vince Desi.
Yeah.
You know?
Your icon.
This tops the Vince Desi interview.
That's sick, man. I mean, yeah, this is like, I don't know. You know, like you make those like fake scenarios in your mind where like, if I was getting interviewed, I would say this, or like,
For sure.
if I wrote a book, I would say this, and I feel like this has really nailed it, almost exactly what I imagined. So,
Well,
I'm stoked on it, man.
I'm glad that I could give you everything that you were hoping for in terms of the interview. And who knows,
even a
maybe
little
maybe this interview might become some type of a podcast thing or anything like
Yeah.
that. Or maybe I can do a fun Bam Margera voice for one of your videos or something.
Yeah, that'd be. I'm writing that down. Where's the sticky note?
Dude, fucking haggard ass Bloodborne. Dude,
I'll write a script for you.
Don Vito's gonna fucking come in, fucking take out the cleric beast. It's gonna be so haggard.
Jackass Bloodborne. It's gonna happen. I just set it up like it's a big prank thing, and then it's just throwing a fuck ton of like fire bombs on him. This megid ass fucking cleric beast.
CKY's playing in the background. It's just like,
Yeah.
like you time the fucking Molotov's hits to like 96 quite bitter beings, like dur, 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 dur. Oh, man.
So fucking funny.
If you put that in a video, I want a fucking writing credit. I swear to God.
I'm gonna have to. I mean, I can't have the video without your impression of it. So.
Oh man,
Yeah.
fucking
That's
quality,
fucking funny.
brother. Fucking quality. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep up the good work, man. Plug your shit.
Okay, I gotta plug my shit, and then I'll tell you about what I got going on. No, yeah. I mean, I mainly I'm on the YouTube, Aqua Sloth 666, because I'm a little emo boy.
And you're
I
not
have a
not
Twitter.
okay. You're not okay.
I'm not okay. No. I have a Twitter that I don't really like all that much. I won't really. I mean, it's all the same shit. That's all on the YouTube. I have a Twitch that I've been tossing the idea back and forth of doing like more like event-based streams where it's like I'll announce it months in advance and be like, you know, fucking January 15th, I'm doing a big stream this day, so like come hang out. But it's not like a regular stream or anything. But definitely, YouTube's where it's at. So
I'd say that's the move, and then just be like, if we get X amount of viewers, I will start an OnlyFans.
yeah, exactly. I'll start selling feet pics.
Make sure you plug the OnlyFans.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm currently working on, like I said, if all is going to plan, I have a Halloween special reading comments coming out tomorrow on Halloween. And then I have hopefully the Bloodborne video coming out at some point. It'll probably be a while, but I'm working on it.
I'll tell you what, man. For those of you listening out there, make sure that you follow, make sure that you subscribe, turn on notifications, send him a PayPal, send him $5. He deserves it. He's probably not making dick on ad revenue right now, but definitely fucking hit him up and support him, because he's like, right now he's DIYing everything, and he doesn't have a fucking full screen network behind him to set up collaborations, everything like that. Let's get this guy up. Let's make sure that he gets all the fucking acclaim and all the trolling comments that he can get, so that he has plenty of content to work with.
Yes,
and
maybe your bad comments will be in the 3rd episode of reading your comments.
Yeah, exactly. And it won't be a rerun.
Yeah, it'll be new.
Keep an eye out for the reruns. They're all pretty great. Keep an eye out for the Bloodborne video, the probably Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3 ones. They're going to be out there sometime. Who knows?
Who knows?
I'll tell you what, though. Thank you very much for coming on this pilot episode of this show, which may just become our podcast. Who knows? Just
the podcast, yeah. No, it's like I said, it's been really, really cool. It was everything I thought about, and I feel like it went very smooth. You're a very good interviewer.
Well, I do what I can.
Happy to have been on here.
I do what I can, and now that we are entering into hour number 2 of the podcast. Naturally, it only makes sense that we bring out the games. So, of course, it's time to take your shirt off, because I have a shock collar, and and we're going to hook you up to it, and it's going to be a lie detector test. We're going full Eric Andre. No, but
have to see.
But definitely, I really appreciate you coming on, and I wish you the best. And I do think we will be in touch, and I will be happy to do a Bam Margera voice for you if you need it.
I'll let my girlfriend know that your girlfriend makes crazy fucking taxidermy art,
and they can be friends, and then
they can be friends too,
and then we can move into houses next to each other, and then our we'll all have kids, and those kids can grow up, and and then there'll be like a will they won't they with like your daughter and my son or something, you know what I mean? One of those things that's like kind of creepy when you think about it, because it's like the parents are like breeding like people to make grandchildren. It's really creepy.
You're like, yes, get together.
It's really creepy when you think about it. Man, American society is really fucked up,
Very weird.
We need to take it down a peg or two. All right, join us on the next episode of the podcast, in which we talk about how we're going to pull Elon Musk into the center of the street and shoot him dead, and and hang him from the first tree we can find,
and drag him through the streets,
and let all the fired Twitter executives just piss on his body.
It'd be like the clip from Elden Ring where you beat Godric and the fucking little skinny dude stomping on his head.
Precisely. Obviously, definitely check out Aqua Sloth. If you're listening to this on YouTube, which you most likely are, because I think that's where I'll upload it. Obviously, you can see that this channel doesn't have a lot of content on it, unless it's on Aqua Sloth's channel. Who knows? We haven't figured that out yet. But yeah, regardless, if you want to listen to my podcast, don't. They're terrible. But yeah. Until then, folks, thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Aqua Sloth, for coming in. I hope I can call you Hunter.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me, man.
Anytime and every time, man. Whenever you want to do one of these, if you decide you want to do it, by all means, hit me up. I will hook you up.
Yeah,
I will gladly have you on. We'll talk about movies. We'll talk about fucking whatever the hell you want to talk about. Even if you just want to fucking plug a video, by all means. All right?
Yeah. So hop on, just be like, I have this video coming out. See ya.
I have a video coming on, and thank you for joining us on the podcast. See you next week.
See you next week. Go watch the video.
It's the 1 minute podcast. Welcome. but yeah, bro. Honestly, like anytime you want to fucking like link up and talk about shit, I'm down, because this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm stoked on it.
And slowly but surely, we will make sure that you are on your way to becoming an influencer boxer. And you can punch Jake Paul in the face for me.
Fucking yeah, the super mega boys. That's my I'm going for.
That's who you're going for, the Super Mega Boys.
Yeah, Matt and Ryan tag team.
You saw Dad kick his ass at the Creator Clash, and you're just like,
I could do that.
You're just like I it was very much like when I watched General Sam. I could do that.
I could do that.
You're gonna be interviewed.
Exactly.
You're gonna be interviewed on like Hassan Piker's podcast or something. And you'd be like, "What made you decide to get into influencer boxing?" You're just like, "Well, I started watching General Sam, and then that led me to watching this and everything like that. And then I saw Dad beat the shit out of Super Mega, and I really wanted to do that."
Yeah. And I was like, "What the fuck? We didn't ask any of those questions."
Like, what are you? Who are you? How did you get in this room?
Yeah, how'd you get on this call?
Are you with Sam Hyde? So help me God, you better not be with Sam Hyde. Well, that's going to do it for the episode here, folks. I hope you enjoyed the interview. I know I did. And hopefully, maybe, this is the future of me and Aqua Sloth's podcasting career. But until then, folks, thank you very much for listening. Like, subscribe to Aqua Sloth. Give a thumbs up to this if you liked it. Give a thumbs down if you hated it. And we'll see you on the next one.